We're going to take another look at solving equations with a fraction involved that we have to clear. So this equation is m divided by 10 minus 6 equals 20. The first thing I need to do is I need to clear this fraction. Since my denominator and my only denominator is 10, that's what I'm going to multiply by. So I take this side, I'm going to multiply it by 10. In order to keep my equation balanced, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So I'm going to multiply this side by 10 as well. Now I have a number on the outside of parentheses, so I need to distribute that number. On the side, I'm going to do some side math. I have 10 over 1 times m over 10. I can cross cancel, and I'm left with 1 times m is m, and 1 times 1 is 1. So I'm left with m over 1, which is just m. That's good, because that's the whole reason I multiplied by 10. I was hoping to get rid of this denominator, and I have. So now my fraction has been cleared. I still have 10 times negative 6, so it's negative 60. And on the other side of the equation, I have 20 times 10, which is 200. This is a much simpler equation to solve now that I've gotten rid of my fractions. So I'm going to add 60 to both sides. And when I do, I get my answer, m equals 260. Let's try a more complicated one. This equation is 1/3 times 24x minus 66 is equal to 3x plus 43. Okay. This equation is a little more complicated to solve because not only do I have a fraction involved, but I have a fraction outside of parentheses. So my goal is to clear this fraction of 1/3. To do so, my greatest common denominator is 3, so I'm going to multiply everything by 3. Since I've multiplied this side by 3, I have to do the same to this side to keep my equation balanced. Don't forget, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So now I have a number outside of two sets of parentheses. This 3 outside of this set of parentheses can only get through the first set. So all I have is 3 times 1/3, which gives me 1. And the rest just tags along. On the other side, I have 3 outside a set of parentheses, so I distribute through that one set of parentheses. 3 times 3x gives me 9x. And on the side, I'm going to do some side math to figure out what 43 times 3 is. 43 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. So I have plus 129. Now this 1, I can distribute through my next set of parentheses. So I have 1 times 24x, 24x, and 1 times negative 66 is minus 66. And I'm just going to bring the other side down. I haven't done anything else to this side yet. So now I have 24x minus 66 is equal to 9x plus 129. This equation is much simpler to solve than the equation we started out with because there are no more fractions. So now my next step is to reunite my variables. So in order to do that, I'm going to subtract 9x from both sides. 24x minus 9x gives me 15x. Now I'm going to add 66 to both sides. When I do that, I get 15x is equal to 195. Now in order to get x all by itself, I need to divide by 15. So I'm going to again have to do some side math to figure out what this is. So I have 195 divided by 15. 15 goes into 19 once. My difference is 4. 15 goes into 45 3 times. And it goes in evenly, So that's my quotient. So I have x equals 13, and that's my solution to my equation.